Hello guys, welcome to the UX course, and this is second chapter of module one, which is product design and what is the importance of UX in product design. First, let's go and do the recap what we learned in the last chapter. So we'll go ahead and see what we learned in last chapter. So what is UX design? That is what we learned. UX design is variables of multiple components. You have to create flow. You have to create problem statement. You have to create uh, business requirement document. You have to create a solution and all of those as well, and the flow and everything. So the difference between UI and UX, UI is the visual component of the whole project, and UX is the architecture point of the whole project. So you have to create problem statement, you have to create solution statement, you have to create user flow, you have to create wireframe. You have to do a lot of UX research before you jump into the project. You have to do competitive analysis, wherein you have to distinguish between good app and bad app. I mean, good design or bad design in terms of user experience, in terms of usability. And then you'd be able to see what is the difference of UI and what is the difference. What does UI mean and what does UX mean? UI is visual element, component, system design, colors, typography, brand, and UX is the whole documentation, architecture, understanding of the whole project. So yeah, that's what I'm explaining. Color concept, typography, visual element, property definition like shadows, corner radius, all of that, padding between element, reusable component. You design one component and you can use it in through all your pages, all your designs. You can do user interaction in UI. You can animate between one page to another, one pop-up to another. So that is one good aspect, one important aspect of UI design. And then this is a graph which explains where UI stands, where UX stands. So let's imagine there is a project, a mobile app or a web app development project wherein uh, in entire project cycle UX is the topper circle and UI is the smaller, and visual elements are the base circle. So UI is part of UX. UI is not different. So according to me, I say UX is the entire process and UI is just part of it, and visual element also is part of it. Visual elements like um, photographs, iconizations, and all the other elements of design. So these are the common differences between UI and UX. As I explained, visual element, typography, color, button, layout, and style. And in UX, you have to create user journey, wireframe, prototype, research, and you have to do UX testing. So now, as we understand the difference between and UX, what is the importance of UX, and what is UX design really? So now let's go ahead and understand product design and what is a product in digital space, and what is the importance of UX in product design. So product, what do you say when you say product? It could be a physical product or it could be a digital product. So in UX design can apply on both, but we are going to learn digital products when we design them. So I can take example of Amazon Mini, Airbnb, um, and Booking.com. They are digital product, and uh, to 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 create those product and make them live, you need to start with UX design. And UX design, as I explained, is combination of UI, UX, and the whole systematic approach. Okay, so what makes a product successful? So let's imagine we created a product, but it is not generating a value. it is not generating revenue, and there is very less user engagement. So I would call that product a bad product, not in terms of product development, but in terms of usability and the market reach. So the product which has the easy access and which gives the user more benefit, uh, that product I say is a successful product. So for now, I would show you an example of these two products. So I'll go back and forth. So let's say Amazon and Big Basket. So in Amazon, you'd see Amazon used to be a really good product. Like when in the beginning, what happened is you'd buy a product and it would get delivered. So the whole process was automated. But why Amazon in a larger picture is still a good product, but in a lower picture, Big Basket I would say is a good product, because you can see in Big Basket, when you are buying a product, they can connect with the local vendors within your area, and they can deliver the product in 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And with Amazon, they just don't connect with local vendors, they connect with vendors. Let's say you are in Mumbai, and they would connect in vendor from uh, Gujarat or somewhere else. So it takes time for them to deliver a product. Maybe the product variety could be different, but also the like groceries they could deliver, but they still they take time to deliver. So Big Basket really delivers fast. And imagine you want to eat something and you want to cook something, and you'd want the product to be delivered within 10 to 15 minutes, and you can't really wait. So you'd not go ahead and buy from Amazon, but instead you would buy from something like Big Basket, which can deliver faster and which does not have a lot of jargons like credit card and all of that, which is not needed. But in Amazon, you'd see a larger picture, like there is Amazon Pay, there is credit card, EMI, and all sort of things. But in Big Basket, it's just very simple. You add money, you click on buy, and you see your orders getting delivered. So I would say the user engagement in Big Basket is really amazing. How the user gets on the app, spends 10 minutes, 10 less than 10 minutes to buy a product, and the product gets delivered. In Amazon, there is a big search. You have to search, you have to go to different variations, and it might not connect you to the local market. So product might be available, but product might not get delivered to you within 10 minutes. So that's a key difference. So the, 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 the value of time is more important in this case, wherein the product gets delivered within time. And that's why user experience is playing a vital role here. User experience, I would say, is not just a design, but when you think about the strategy of adding a value to a product. So whoever might be the designer, he thought about what if instead of connecting with vendors from different states, he could connect the vendors from within the local area of the customer, and then that could deliver faster. And so that's a great example of UX design within a product, and it really works out well for um, uh, the user and also for the company. The evolution of user expectation in digital product. So this is funny, but if you go 15 years back, Amazon was the starting point, but after Amazon came in, there are a lot of products came in, and uh, the delivery time from 15 days to 20 days, it started getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So the real evolution happened, and things got really digital. And now you can't even imagine that the things which used to get delivered in 15 days, that now gets delivered in 10 minutes. And even before Amazon, you'd have to go to the store, look at the product, you can buy the product, and then it gets delivered. So there was a manual work, there was a physical need, but now the physical need is gone, and now there is really a digital need. Nowadays there are a lot of more products are coming in with AR and VR technologies, wherein you can actually see the product within VR space, and you could experience the product, and which could really add value, and which could help you understand the product's value, and then you can make a buying decision. Okay. Next, so if a product, as I explained, delivers faster, that has a higher conversion rate, and that has a higher retention. Higher conversion rate, I would say, because you bought it, you got it. So you would not want to switch to a different app. So you got used to it, and then you told your friend, he got used to it. That way a lot of people got used to it, and now they are buying it because of the experience. It's not a luxury experience, I would say. It's the experience relation with time. Retention, retention is one of the most important thing when you are exploring a technology or a product. You should not spend more than, let's say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes to make a buying decision. But if you're taking more than 5 to 10 minutes to make a buying decision in one of the application, users might switch to a different app, wherein they would like to buy something within a specific time period, and then that can help them with best usability, user satisfaction, and loyalty. That's what I said. When I bought something which got delivered very faster, I would stay loyal to it because I was satisfied. And competitive difference, so I would, as I explained, the difference from 15 days to 10 minutes is a really big difference for me in terms of uh, also for wait time and also for pricing. So let's say if someone asked me to give them 5 rupees more, but they would deliver in 10 minutes, I would switch to that. I would not want to wait for let's say 15 days for a product. And also, like, some of these applications also give you discounts, and they add value. So here I have an example of the OYO and Airbnb. uh, OYO delivers faster, but one of the most discussed problem within OYO has been that customers are not satisfied because they don't, within the app they get good experience, but when they land on the physical place they don't have a good experience. So the complaint gets more. So UX is not just a product, is not just about creating a digital product, but also making sure that the overall experience matches the product value. And with Airbnb is a larger company which has been here from last 10 to 15 years, and Airbnb's focuses on both user experience and as well as the whole cycle of the product, wherein if you book a room or if you book a place from Airbnb, the experience would actually match the whole branding, where you would have great satisfaction and great experience. So that's why these applications which have great satisfaction and great experience, they tend to stay for longer period of time because there is more retention, and they build uh, customers on royalty and loyalty. So as I explained, good UX versus poor UX is, so in terms of, if you see big basket, it actually shows you before you buy, that what is the actual time it will get delivered. So if you're buying now and the time changes, sometimes it would show you 10 minutes, sometimes it would show you 9 minutes, and sometimes it would show you it can deliver in 1 hour, and they give you a slot too. They adjust the slot, when they can you can adjust the time, whether you want it to be delivered by night within a specific time period, or whether you want it to be delivered within 10 minutes. And with Amazon you don't have that option, choosing a slot. So I would say in that way you could see Big Basket really doing well in groceries and other sections. They 90% of the time they deal in groceries. So in groceries you want product to be delivered faster. So summary and takeaways, as explained, a design strategy shows value, like showing the 10-minute slot and the conversion rate is really important, and that shows, that matches with the actual product cycle, and that really helps the customer stay loyal to the specific brand or product. So, okay, so before you actually start designing, or not design, before you start actually building a product, it is really the key and essential part to invest in UX design, because that can determine how much product is going to do for you and what kind sort of value it will bring in once the product is launched. Okay. So next chapter, in next recording, course chapter, will be discussing design thinking and how it really affects. So earlier I used to think I would directly jump into software and start designing. That really doesn't work that way. 90% of the time, design happens within your mind, not on the computer. You are walking, and then you build the visualization within your mind, and then once the visualization is set, you come to the desk and you start designing, and you see that it won't take a longer time to design something. Design process, you have to establish a process for all the specific kind of design, whether you're a graphic designer, whether you're a UX designer. If you have a set process, it will take you lesser time to design something, or to handle something, or to within the entire process. It would be really helpful to have a process. Design walks, I call it design walks, because whenever I'm stuck with a visualization, I'm not sure what to do next. I go on a walk, short walk, I think about the visualization, I visualize, and then I come back and I really have the idea in my mind what to design next. Visualization is a key skill. You should be able to visualize colors, typography, and the whole layout in order to design really good, design really better. Thank you. Meet you in the next course.